Hello, and welcome to a little communique and calendar action. I'm your host, Mary-Laurence Beventon. Here's our title for today. Courage needs hope. Hope needs perspective. This is little May 5 to the 12th, 2026 action. It's 8 days. And we're on Cinco de Mayo today. Quote, the wells are being protected. The gas is the price, unquote. It's from a reporter from CNN News 18. And the video that it comes from is also linked at the very bottom in the footnotes. Satellite images over Kharg Island in Khuzestan show fires flaring from oil fields as the Iranians act to ward off catastrophic damage. Iran's triaging their export infrastructure. These ancient wells are sensitive, low-pressure carbonate reservoirs. As their storage fills, analysts project that capacity may be reached in days to weeks. Associated natural gas is being sacrificed by controlled burns to save the crude oil. High in the skies, Neptune, a planet associated with oil, abides at 3+ degrees of Aries, a foundry of ignition, while Pluto crawls at 5+ degrees of Aquarius, fixed and readying to move backwards on the zodiac. These two are close to a perfect sextile, a mild yet amicable geometry, which will tighten as Pluto, the transformer, retrogrades, and Neptune continues to move forward. Seems we're teed up for something, and especially as Mars encroaches on his own private sextile with all bets are off Uranus. Plus, there are plentiful aspects with our moon, Luna, in the coming days. And she's been taking her own sweet time moving in between signs of late. What dreamy moments these. And yes, proceed with caution. Even as the neuroses of the human mind exposes itself, we have our breath in the now, our bodies, our dears. We have a prayer. May our awareness stay with the appreciation for our existence, our learnings, for Mother Nature's creations, for our children. From my clairvoyant space, I note the heavy air and at once observe dappled light in verdant forests, waves offering a sound score, mountains reaching through mist, taste of strawberry and scent of gardenias around the bend. You can see it. There's a photo by NASA, licensed by Unsplash. It was originally published on May 3rd, 2016. NASA captured this image of the Caspian Sea, an endorheic basin located in Western Asia, Eastern Europe. Its brackish water has no natural way to the ocean, and it borders 5 countries. To the west, Azerbaijan and Russia, Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan to the east, and Iran to the south. It's the world's largest inland body of water. Do you see any hearts in the picture? I hope you do. A fun something something on Pluto. 20 years ago, the International Astronomical Unit, IAU, decided Pluto was a dwarf planet. NASA chief Jared Isaacman announced in April 2026 that the agency is conducting research to support reversing the 2006 decision. Well, I do declare. In the coming week, Luna wanes to her half size as Uranus nears the Arctic goddess Sedna. Pluto stations retrograde, and more. So these are highlights from May 5th to the 12th, 2026. All times given are Eastern Daylight Time, Greenwich Mean Time -5. May 4th, 5th, long lunar transit. It's happening as I'm recording right now. Began at 5:33 p.m. on the 4th. Luna arrives in Capricorn on May 5th. That's today at 3:06 p.m. So it's like all through the night in a lot of places. Dream time and measure twice, cut once. We will soon be past this very, very long one, but there's more in the forecast. Okay, so also May 4th, 5th, May the 4th be with you. Cinco de Mayo, Mars square Jupiter. So on the 4th at Eastern Daylight Time, that happened at 10:08 p.m. 90-degree aspect. That's the deal with squares. Strong, motivate, and air positive. Ba-ba-da-da-doo. May 5th, Mercury square Pluto at 6:08 p.m. 90-degree aspect. Again, we got some strength there, folks. Let thoughts that no longer serve fade, fade, fade. May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and a hidden 11 day. Surprising gateway may find you. That's the deal with 11, especially when it's hidden. May 6th, Pluto stations retrograde at 11:34 a.m. This energy may knock our socks off in that ancient inner work manner. Whoa, Nelly. Another character building experience, and until October 15th, 16th. Our third chakra energy may detect that our link to our one-on-one power is updating. In general, retrogrades tend to invite us to go within, to reflect, and to remember. Otherwise, all planets are direct, save the lunar nodes which wobble in and out of directitude. I just made up the word directitude. Facts. May 7th, long lunar transit beginning at 10:18 a.m. and arriving in Aquarius at 3:27 a.m. on May 8th. Yeah, another overnighter. Keep your feet on the ground and reach for the stars. Sorry, I didn't do a full quote of Casey Kasem. I did that really recently. That's the only reason I didn't. His quote would be, keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. And now I did just quote the late, great Casey Kasem. Really interesting man, actually. Study his religion. It's got an amazing, like they believed in instant reincarnation. Okay, that's for another whole nother thing. May 8th, Mars sextile Uranus at 12:11 p.m. That's a 60-degree aspect. Bubble wrap for this one, mainly because the body's involved, Mars and Uranus. Because sextiles are sweet. They're kind of mellow, but they're nice. But ooh, Mars and Uranus. Let's just really direct happy thoughts on this one so it goes well and isn't too May 9th, fourth quarter phase change at 5:10 p.m. Half moon, practice yoga asana. The world will be in balance for you. May 9th, Mother's Day in Mexico. May 10th, yet another long lunar transit beginning at 1:09 a.m. and arriving in Pisces at 1:39 p.m. So that one's only 12 and a half hours, but still, that's pretty long. It just seems short because we have so many long ones happening. Enjoy a long bath or shower and imagine the water helping you ground. May 10th, Mother's Day in the US. Birthdays, May 5th, that's today. Happy birthday, Brooke Andrews. May 8th, my sweet nephew, Jack Bevington. May 11th, my Gaia daughter, Delia Barquette. May 12th, Long lunar transit beginning at 6:04 a.m. and arriving in Aries at 8:04 p.m. Again, it's not as long as some of the others. It's only 14 hours, but it's exactly 14 hours, which is kind of interesting. And 14 is kind of an interesting number, which we'll talk about another day. Resolve to maintain a neutral perspective. So I'll just give you a little insight on that read. So whenever the moon is in between signs, the accident potential increases. Dream time is also amplified. It's kind of this really sweet situation, but you want to proceed with caution because being in a body might feel a little different. The moon is really close to us, affects our inner waters, our emotions. In mundane astrology, it's the people, so the collective consciousness. And so when we've got Luna moving into cardinal fire, which Aries is, that again, as I said earlier, it's the foundry of ignition. So if you can maintain a neutral perspective in that time, you can just go into a state of being. But then once the moon finds her way into Aries, then we've got a nice fertile ground to create from. So you can work those higher octaves of the Aries and likely Mars energy because Mars rules Aries and have a nice way of making something happen, something you would like to manifest, achieve, etc. All for now, friends. Till tomorrow and in carrying the light. Let's do some thank yous. Special thanks to Alex, Ada, Big Ricky, Deanna, Ginger, Jude, Kelly, KM, Lera, Laura M, Lizardsky, Marnie, PJ, Peggy, Terry, Tina Z, and Cheryl's. So appreciate y'all. I really appreciate all of it, to be frank. More on that later. Inspirations based on astrological and calendar data from Llewellyn's 2026 Astrological Daily Ephemeris and Aspectarian. And that's a wrap. Sending much love your way. Ciao.